Roman Reigns is average at best on his best night in the ring. What makes Roman Reigns good for the fans is the character that he has away from it right now. In ring, his wrestling ability is average at best.
Oh, well, the character he has now is great.
Oh, it is. But his wrestling ability is average at best.
I could agree to that. I mean,
now
look,
you listed Darby Allin. Who would you think is a better wrestler?
Obviously, Darby. I would say Darby, to me, in the ring, can do more different people.
Daniel Garcia or Roman Reigns, who's a better wrestler?
I have to see a little more. Listen, as a professional wrestler, Daniel Garcia. As a character, but you're not asking me about character.
I'm not. Yes. Now, if it's a different animal, AEW, and how they wrestle and how they treat wrestling, how they present wrestling. You can have less of a character and get yourself over by wrestling. You can't do that in WWE. Go look at Daniel Bryan. He doesn't have to say a word. If he took his entrance away and he never spoke a word,
who's Daniel Bryan?
Bryan Danielson. See, Punk did that too on commentary, by the way.
I know he did.
Hilarious. If you had him come out and just wrestle and never said a word, no entrance music, he would still be just as over right now as he is in AEW. Because they focus more on wrestling and your wrestling ability and telling stories in the ring through a match than WWE does. WWE tells a story by having a half hour worth of the first hour being all talk.
Well, he did that when he was the Planet Champion. He had no theme song, and he was still very popular.
Yeah, because he's a wrestler. It's just, he still had a character, though. I'm saying he comes out playing trunks, never doesn't say a word, no theme song.
Oh yeah,
kind of like Colin Delaney.
No,
comes out like that, but then wrestles the way Bryan Danielson can, and he's still gonna be just as over because he can tell a story in the ring. You look at what New Japan does; they don't talk.
I mean, look at it this way:
they tell a story through the ring, through a match.
I mean, look at it this way. And now, look, he wasn't the greatest wrestler, but even like Andre the Giant when he was in WWF at the time, he didn't have a theme song at all. He didn't because he didn't need one. Everybody
talk like this.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't even need a theme song. Andre the Giant. When you saw him on the card, you're like, oh crap! Like that's who needs a theme song with certain things. It's like sometimes the championship belts, right? Like certain people don't need the championship.
Andre the Giant is a traitor. He's a traitor. He left the UWF to go back to WWE.
Oh, stop. Would you stop? With stuff going into full gear. I mean, I guess can we expect Danielson to win the tournament, right? Like,
no, it's going to be Moxley 100%.
You think it's going to be Mox?
Yeah, he's going into this as a heel.
Moxley is?
Yeah.
He's a heel now?
I think that's where it's going to be going, yeah. Look at who would be a face right now going into round 2, Moxley or Orange Cassidy. He just attacked Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah,
so you look at that, he's going to be playing the role of the heel. I think he will be having a full-fledged heel turn, and AEW isn't going to be having face versus face.
That's true.
For Paige's first title defense. That's not where that's going.
Yeah,
they're going to be doing they're going to turn Moxley heel, which I actually think Moxley would beat him.
I think he'd be a very good heel. He was pretty good. He was a good heel in WWE.
And no, he wasn't. But that wasn't because of him.
That wasn't because of him.
It was because of writing.
But he could have been a good heel.
Yeah, he had potential. He saw potential of it. But fact of the matter is, though, I think that Moxley is going to be winning.
I still think he had one of the best quotes in WWE when he was doing when he had the Dean Ambrose show, and Kevin Owens almost knocked the plant over, and he said, "Be careful of the plant."
But yeah, I definitely do think that Moxley's gonna be winning. He is. I think Tony Khan prefers to have a heel be champion. He can have better stories, better shows. It's also a much more old school approach, which is why I think Moxley beats him.
So Cody Malachi 3.
I think Cody will also turn heel.
Will Cody win?
I think they can have him turn heel without him.
You kind of noticed because at the end of Dante Martin's match, Malachi gave him a little nod out of respect.